Hey, what's really good, everyone? It's your boy M9, aka Mr. 9, and I did a thing. I for the past couple of days, or the past while, I've been kind of interested in creating and making like what it would take to make like a game or something like that. And well, I was taking some coding lessons and stuff like that, like on my iPad, whenever I had some like downtime, and but well, this kind of has nothing to do with that because I downloaded Unity, the Unity game engine, which is free, and I've never used this before in my life. I've never used anything like it, except for the things that are kind of similar in regards to like Photoshop. Like tools like Transform, this, and that, like that are kind of broad knowledge, I would say. So I did make a thing. Now it's not optimized because my computer's actually not even all that great. So this might lag it out a little bit with the recording and the actual game that I made. But it's not even a game. I just made a world. I made a map, and we can kind of navigate around it thanks to Unity with their first-person controls. That's all built into it. So I just kind of want to show you guys what I did. So we're here in the game. I'll hit play. It should go to full screen. So again, I'm sorry if it lags at all because of the fact that it's not optimized. But take a look around. This is a campground that I created. I'm calling it Camp Cloud 9. And well, yeah, so I just looked up a couple of things. The walking sound is horrible. I'm sorry about that, but that's just kind of the one that came built in with the first person controller, prefab. So these are pre-built buildings that I just found on the asset store, and I just kind of thought, hey, they're kind of cabiny looking. I might not go for something like that in the end result because as you can see, they're kind of like a little faded. Maybe I'll edit them. Maybe I'll create my own things. But as you can see, we can navigate around the world. And I made it really foresty. The whole place has grass. And as you can see, if I stop for a second, the grass is all animated. And because it's a campground, what I'm doing is I walled everything off. Now over here, I have to edit this because as you can see, the wall doesn't match the ground there. But it's just like a little water, collected there. So this is the main road out to inside from the outside of the campground. So you're driving in and you can see the concrete, whatever. So there's like a hill coming up this way, and if obviously we were already in and we were walking out, but if you go this way, you'll go more into the actual camp, which is fairly big, but it's not like huge. It's not something that is gonna take you days to go through. So like if you see these little buildings, which I do want to have something like this, and you see they're all complete with hitboxes and everything like that. I can't go through them, and so are the trees, by the way. So it's not something that's gonna take you forever to navigate through, but it's fairly decent size. As you can see, where we were walking from the entrance, that's way over there, and there's a little something funky happening with the skybox over there. I guess it's overlapping, but whatever. So here's some more like grass area, along with some little cabins that were part of the same package of constructed things. And there's trees everywhere. I really wanted to make it feel foresty, like a campground. I've been camping. I love camping down here in Florida, so I just kind of wanted to make something like that. Like when you go in, there's not much visibility. There's just trees everywhere, and that's kind of how I like it. How if I look through, all you can see is just pretty much trees, and you can make some stuff out through it all. So from over there, I decided to make a little beach area type of thing. So as you can see, this is now sand, and from like the grass, it's sandy, and then I gave it kind of like a wet sandy look as per like the water, you know. The water is not like coated to swim or anything, so we basically just keep walking on the ground level underneath it. But so you can see I kind of painted that down there. Oh, look, there's a tree over there. That's awesome. From when I was placing trees. This texture down here probably doesn't belong down here, but it might stay for now, or maybe we'll find something else. And I would kind of like to make the water, you know, like cloudy or something like that, so that you can't really see through it. But yeah, there is like the beach kind of water area in the lake. There's over there the hills that I created, and this car I dropped it in just so that I can have a point of reference. It's part of a prefabricated car that Unity provides you. It seemed a little too small, so I kind of upped the scale by 1 on, you know, height, width, and length. And I kind of like it a little bit better. Like if I walk to it, I feel like this is the kind of size that it would be IRL. But anyway, I also looked for a couple of tents and stuff in the asset store for Unity, and there are those things. So I just put a couple of tents up, and it feels really campy, and I love it. Like this is exactly what I was looking for. So there's trees all over the place from when I was placing the trees that I have to clear, because obviously this is not gonna go here. We're just going to have like the path. So if you've been to like a campsite in Florida, or I'm not sure, maybe anywhere else, like, you know that like the road goes, and then there's like the break offs for you to park your car, and then there's like the little campsite, which I'll be putting on like campfires and stuff also. So if you come this way, there's like another parking spot here, and then like another little campsite for stuff, you know. So like another parking spot here, a floating tent, because you know, why not. So that's up there, and a car that seems to be stuck in a tree, you know, because things happen when you're camping. That's just kind of the way that it is. Stuff happens. So yeah, so then we have a couple of tents that were placed here, and this one's kind of into the ground, which is cool. That's like a new feature in those tents. But I fell in love with the grass. This is probably way too much grass, and it's probably gonna lag out, although the game feels a little bit better now that I changed the render distance. I think that changed a lot. Before it was kind of lagging me out. I was losing a lot of frames, so it feels a little bit better now. So if I stop, you see the grass moving, and I just love it the way that it looks like in a distance. And I made it shorter because it was a little taller, but I really love the way the grass looks, and especially like off to the distance when you see like the hill and then the shadows and everything. It looks really cool. And then we have a flying car, which is, you know, like it's pretty much the latest stuff out there. So if you don't have a flying car in your campsite, then you need to you need to step up your game. So these tents do not have hitboxes, apparently. I can go ahead and like walk right through them, but as you can see, it's very foresty out there, and then you're met with the wall up there. This is a little kind of like canal or like river running from the big lake. I decided to make a little river that kind of goes across, and you'll actually be going around it in a little trail that I decided to create, because campsites have hiking trails, you know, and so that's the thing. There's another like parking spot here, and then the last camping spot until you get to the trail here, which I'll probably be putting a sign, trail this way. And let's just kind of walk around. And I'm sorry if the walking sound is getting annoying. I hope that my talking makes it better. But the walking sound, the steps are not all that great. I kind of would like to hear something a little bit like more mushy, like you're stepping on ground, on like dirt ground, over here, see, like there's like the wall that goes around. I think I also made like a little water spot collecting somewhere over here. Maybe not, maybe I'm mistaken. I just don't remember. I don't remember all the work that I was doing. But yeah, so all the trees I have, I think 3 different type of trees. These should like not actually be going all the way into the water. Oh, this is the thing that I was talking about. Okay, so there's like a little water spot here that's outside of you know, the lake area. So if you're like walking around or whatever, you can drink water from there or refill whatever you need to refill. So yeah, so as we keep going down the path, I don't know if I'm gonna be changing the way this stuff looks, but so far it gets the job done. It's fine. And I like it a lot. So that, wow, that tree's hitbox just kind of blocked me there. So from here you can see the little island in the center, and all the stuff in the front, like the little markets way up in the front where we started. And you see that going across the path here. So I am gonna make a bridge going from the end of this hiking trail or path to the center island there, and you know, there's gonna be a bridge. So yeah. So yeah, pretty much everything else is just like forest area. There's gonna be, you know, things to find or harvest or whatever around. I'm not sure if right now I am deciding to make trees harvestable, or because it's a campsite, the camp rangers per se would provide firewood, and maybe that would just be kind of easier if you find firewood kind of laying around the camp in like stacks, and you just, you know, you just collect them, you just loot the firewood as you go. That might be something that I do, just kind of stacks of firewood. It's probably gonna be easier, and then I don't have to place individual trees that can be harvested. But I don't know, that might be a thing, because it's a camp. You know, there are certain rules. So as you can see here, we have like darker grass, and then there's like lighter grass. But there's not a whole bunch of that lighter grass. I just decided to go with the darker kind. So yeah, this little beach area is going to have little stuff around it. And I wish that I can show you a kind of like a overview of the place, which I guess I can just provide some images, because I don't think there is like a third person or like a you know, like a camera view or over the top or bird's eye view. So yeah. With that, we are back where we started. As you can see, this is the grass that I was talking about, which is a little brighter, and that'll probably just be like around there or whatever. And up there is where all the camp rangers will live and stuff like that. And yeah, so this is our little spot with trees in the parking lot. And yeah, this is Camp Cloud9. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour. This is just something that I kind of been wanting to do, and I decided to download Unity and just kind of go for it. Just watch a couple of tutorial videos and see what it's like, and how hard it is to get things going. And it's kind of really not. Especially if you're used to kind of sculpting, like 3D sculpting type of tools and stuff like that, then it's not too bad, especially when it comes down to like the terraforming and things. And obviously there are a lot of things that you can find online on the Unity asset store that you don't have to make yourself. For example, these little huts, and I'm just kind of using them for the purpose of just kind of getting everything set. So the skybox looks pretty cool, except that it overlaps in certain spots, but it's not bad. I like it. Maybe at some point we'll introduce a day and night cycle, and we'll do a couple of more things. So yep, thank you guys for watching. Again, this is just something that I kind of wanted to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to be making a whole lot of videos in regards to this, but maybe if I add something that's kind of cool, I'll update you, and I'll see where this goes. All right, so thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.